Hello there. Today I am going to teach you about loop patterns. Alright. So I'll start with the basic things. What is column? The horizontal. The horizontal is called column, right? This can be called a column, and the horizontal are rows. Means this can be called a row, right? So as you can notice, this pattern is triangular in shape, right? Right angle triangle. You can see that. And this is triangular, so its number of rows and number of columns, right? Number of rows and number of columns will be same. See, we can count 1 2 3 4. There are 4 rows, right? And there are 1 2 3 4. See, there are 4 columns. Okay, on to the next step. Okay, let's just start with the steps, right? I have written all the steps here. There are 4 steps necessary to solve in a loop pattern. Okay. First step, J or I. Okay. What is J? J is the variable of inner loop, right? Okay. See, this here is outer loop, and this here is inner loop, right? So INTJ, INTJ is variable of inner loop, alright, and INTI is variable of outer loop. Okay, you can use any variable instead of I and J, but I am comfortable with I and J, so I will use that. So first we have to determine, we have to use I or J. You may ask where? Here in system.out.print. Okay, you might question what is the function of SOP and SOPLN. See, basic thing, system.out.print. So this will be used to print the numbers, right? Here there is 1. I need to print 1. So I will use this as OP. And in second row there is 1 and 2. So I will use this SOP to print 1 and 2. Alright? And the use of this SOP and N. This means system.out.println. Right? What is this LN? LN means it will leave a line, right? Suppose the cursor is here and it has printed 1. Now I have to move it to the next line, right? To make a new row, I need to shift to a new line, alright? I need to shift from first row to second row. So LN will be used here. See? Okay. SOP is associated with inner loop, right? This for loop will work until here, until this line. Okay. So SOP will print it. Okay. 1 is printed, then this loop will be and the cursor will move out of this loop and leave a line. Alright. Then here 1 2 will be printed. For example, 1 2 will be printed from here. It will print 2 times and the loop cursor will move outside this and LN, right? SOP LN means it will leave a line and the cursor will come here 1 2 3, and again the loop will run 1 2 3, 1 2 3, and again the cursor will move from here to here. This is the function of LN and this is the function of SOP. Okay. If you are very new to Java, we have to write SOP as SYSTEM dot out dot PRINT. Alright, system dot out dot print. And if you have to use LN, we can just write LN right here. See, learn this format. Okay. This SOP, if you write it in exam, it will be totally incorrect, right? You have to write full form, but I am writing the short form here. So, okay, to this step J and I. See, you have to select any row in the pattern. Alright, I have selected the second row, 1 and 2. So, if all the numbers in second row, means second row is selected row, you can select any row as I said. So, okay, let me write it here. If the number, okay, If numbers in the row are same, we have to use I, means variable of outer row. If we have different values in every row, we have to use j. Alright? So here 1 and 2 is there. That means different values are there. So in SOP, between the bracket, we have to write j. Right? We have to write j. So, okay. You may notice that is a space here between 1 and 2, and between 2 and 3, and 3 and 4, right? If we want this space to occur, we have to write j plus, and here we have to leave a space, imaginary space. If you are using computer, you can just press space bar. Alright? So we have to write it like this, j plus, and between this 7 columns. Alright? Or to the second step. Second step is increment or decrement. Okay. How to decide whether to use increment or decrement? You have to see the selected row. In the selected row, the number is going from 1 to 2. That means increment. You guys know what increment is, right? Increment means plus 1. In Java, if you see plus plus, it means addition of 1. Only 1. Okay? So, here we have to use plus plus, means 1 plus 1 is equals to 2. And in the last row, you can see that similarity. 1 plus 1, 2. 2 plus 1, 3. 3 plus 1, 4. So, we have to write plus plus here in the loop. Right? This is called increment or decrement. Sliding loop pattern. Okay, for loop, not loop pattern. In for loop, we have to write increment and decrement here. In between, you have to write condition. You may ask what condition we can write without thinking much, right? This is a trick. This trick is very important. If there is increment, without thinking anything, you put this condition. This means smaller than and equal to. If there is decrement, you have to write this, greater than equal to. Alright? I see plus plus here. So without thinking, in condition I have to write smaller than equal to. Don't think anything. This trick always works, right? No matter what, this will always work. In loop patterns. Right? Plus plus, I have written this. Now, third part is kind of tricky. Okay, listen carefully. Alright, see. This first column, I have marked it here, is first part, right? And this hypotenuse is second part. Means this slanting line is hypotenuse. And this is second part. Wait, let me write it clearly. Okay, this is first part and this is second part. Alright? In inner loop, this is first part. J is equals to is first part. And this condition section is second part. So, in first part, you have to see what is similar. One number is similar, okay? One is being repeated several times in first column. Not several times, every time. Right? So, one is same in first part. So, I can write 1. See, in this loop pattern, this 4 is being repeated. So, I have to write j is equals to 4. Okay? But we will solve this question later. So, I will leave it a blank here. Okay. In second part, you can see nothing is similar. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 different values. So, we have to write I here. Okay? Now, don't think much why 1, why I told this way. Here, same 1 is there. So, write 1. In hypotenuse, nothing is same. So, write I. Okay? Now, on to the fourth step. Right? Fill OL. OL means outer loop. Now you have to fill this I1. Okay, we have to fill the outer loop. So how we can fill it? So you have to count total number of rows and total number of columns. Alright? See, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 rows and 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 columns. So I can go from so I can go from 1 to 4. Yeah, 4 to 1. Alright. So let me try with 4 to 1. I will write 4 here. I is equals to 4, j is equals to 1. That means 1 is smaller than equal to 4. Okay. Can you tell me how many times will this repeat? This condition, how many times it will repeat? It will repeat 4 times, right? Okay. Now you have to check in first row. In first row, how many times you have to print the number? In first row, you have to print only 1 time. So 4 is wrong. We can't afford 4 here. We have to get 1 here. Okay. If 4 to 1 fails, we have to try 1 to 4. Okay. So I am going 1 to 4. So I is equals to 1, j is equals to 1. So 1 is greater than equal to 1. Alright. This condition will repeat 1 time. And I want 1 here because I have to print only 1 time in first row. So this 1 to 4 is correct. Okay. So I is equals to 1. I have to go from 1 to 4. That means increment, right? So I write plus plus here. And this is the golden rule I am talking about. Without thinking, I have to write this. Okay? Smaller than equal to. Now I have to go till 4. So I can write 4 here. Okay? So this question is solved. On to the next one. Okay, let's solve this one quickly. Step 1, J or I. I selected this row. 4, 3, 2. All the numbers are different, so I write J here. And I need spaces between every digit. So I do it like this. Okay. Now second step, increment or decrement. 4, 3, 2. That means decrement. So I write minus minus here. And the golden rule, minus minus means greater than equal to. Alright. Now third step. Okay. This first row. First row is first part. And this slanting part is second part. Okay. This is second part. In inner loop, this is first part. And this is second part. So in first part, number 4 is similar. So I write 4 here. In second part, nothing is similar. So I write I. Okay. Now I have to fill outer loop. To fill outer loop, I can go from acha. What is the smallest number here? Okay, we can do it like column wise. 4 columns, 4 rows. So I have done 1 to 4. In this, you can do smallest number is 1 in whole pattern. Smallest number is 1 and the highest number is 4. Right? So I can go 1 to 4, yeah, 4 to 1. Okay? So let me try with 1 here. I is equals to 1. J is equals to 4. Means 4 is greater than equal to 1. How many times will this repeat? This will repeat 4 times, right? And in first row, how many times I have to print? I have to print 4 times. Okay? So this 1 to 4 is correct. Okay? 4 to 1 will be wrong. Okay. What if I use 4 here? Instead of 1, what if I use 4? So 4 is greater than equal to 4. And it will and this will not repeat 4 times. This will only repeat 1 times. And 1 is not affordable here. I need compulsorily 4 because in first row I have to print 4 times. Okay. So 1 is correct. Now from going 1 to 4, I need to write increment sign here. Okay. Now increment means smaller than equal to. Okay. I have to go till 4, so I write 4 here. Okay. This second question is also solved. Stay tuned for next video. Thank you.